Welcome to Typically NOLA, where Chef Scott Craig of the famous Katie's Restaurant and I go behind the scenes in the New Orleans food industry, a city known around the world for great food and culture. We take you to historic and interesting locations. We visit bakeries and show you how the bread is made. We go behind the scenes in a brewery and in the kitchen with two of the best-known chefs in the city. Thanks for watching. I'm Michael David, and you're watching Typically NOLA. First, Chef Scott and I head over to Mandino's Restaurant, a New Orleans staple serving up great food for over 100 years. Chef Scott goes in the kitchen with head chef Isidore Pilar. Then we sit down and try the food.
Turtle soup. We've got 15 gallons of water in a 25-gallon pot. How often do you have to make this? 2-3 times a week. 75 gallons. 1/4 cup of fresh red pepper flakes. No idea that was in your turtle soup.
Then I make a cold roux, thicken it up.
Now he's making a cold roux, which is different from the way I've been trained. All right, now we got the roux, and the roux's moving in there. All right, here's the turtle soup. Now that we know what's in it, it's so good. You did a ride along with him?
That's really good. That's what the bread's going to make a difference too. Is that sherry? Is there sherry in there?
It's so rich.
That allspice. It's very potent. Next, we're off to the Velvet Cactus, a funky, fun, Mexican-inspired place making everything from scratch. A popular night spot with indoor and outdoor dining with a full bar makes this place a go-to for lots of locals. Chef J.P. Roots shows us the ropes.
That's going to go right on the quesadilla.
Right on top of the
But we serve this on tacos.
Man, wow. That's banging, dude. But it's hot.
Now, Chef Scott and I head over to John Gendusa Bakery, a 100-year-old poor boy bread bakery making everything fresh daily.
Gendusa Bakery, John Gendusa, 1922. Jason's great-grandfather started this business. The original poor boy bread in New Orleans. The secret ingredient to poor boy bread in New Orleans, it's the water. So man, this is coming together good.
This batch will make 200 loaves of bread. Now it's time to cut, ball, and roll the dough.
This will be one poor boy coming out of here.
That's freaking cool, man.
The cut dough is rolled into balls and then dropped into the proofer.
This chain will actually roll it up. It'll run through this pressure board and come out around 12 inches long.
This really is fascinating.
After the machine completes its work, the dough is hand-stretched to 36 inches and placed in a proofer for 6 hours.
We're going to stretch these out to 36 inches, right?
Correct.
After the dough's stretched, it proofs for 6 hours and then goes into the oven. Come on now. There, I got it.
Okay.
It's going to be fat on the ends now.
His French bread is the best because it's crispy on the outside and so soft on the inside. We seriously need roast beef gravy.
On this episode of Typically New Orleans, we check out NOLA Brewing Company on Tchoupitoulas, a 10-year-old brewery right here in New Orleans.
Kurt Coco and Peter Cadieux were the ones who came up with the idea. Then they found me and brought me in before we
Because
started.
you had traveled around the
Yes,
country
so-
sort of as brewmaster.
So I can't take credit for the idea, but I've been here from day one.
Let's walk through the process of
All right.
barley to hops.
So it starts with barley. We call it malt because it's malted barley. In the first phase of just the barley, you can control alcohol content, color, and some of the flavor. We have a 4-vessel brew house. The brewing process is hundreds of years old. It's not anything to do with technology. You just let it steep in hot water for 115 minutes.
Here's to you.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, McClure Barbecue, a legendary barbecue place in uptown New
Absolutely.
Orleans, ends up in NOLA Brewery.
Yeah.
How does this happen?
You know, Neil, obviously being a friend of ours, he got wind. He's like, dude, how about I open up a second location, satellite barbecue shop right here? We're like, please do.